See, as we discussed now, Git is like version control tool and GitHub is the project management tool. In this is the symbol of Git and this symbol for GitHub. Any doubt up to now? Yeah. Then after, what is Git? As we discussed, Git is a version control tool. For suppose one project you worked on that its lifetime elements project time is 3 years. In that, what happens? Year by year, we updated our project and our version of the code. At that time, what happens? In 1 year, you work for that. In that 1 year, we have the sprints like quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, quarter four. For every quarter, we release our version, whatever the project we did. First, whoever the client came to our company, they will give their requirements. After that, what we are doing, we give according to our resources. Means whatever our team, based on our team, we give to the client deadline. Okay, within this time we complete your project. For that, give me some time. At that time, what happened? They will ask, okay, take this much time. In that time, for suppose we are giving the commit for the 3 years. In that, what they will do, as a client, they will ask updates. Okay, within 1 quarter, what you people done as of now? Is there any new features or new requirements you need or any resource you need? For that, what we have to do, first we have to create, we have to build our team like architecture team, designing team, development team, testing team and integration team. These all team will be decided. Then after, what we have to do, first based on the requirement, we fix our goals for the quarter one, not for the end project. First we declare our goals for the quarter one. In that quarter one, whatever the achievements we did, for that achievements in that quarter one, at the end of the quarter one, we release our project like version wise. For suppose version 1. In the quarter 2, same like that way. In quarter 1, whatever the difficulties we are facing, whatever the requirement we need, according to on the discussion of the quarter 1, we implement quarter 2, means version 2, new version we are updated to the version 2. For that, what happened, whatever the version 1 changes and whatever we did on the version 1 as of now quarter 1, those all are present in version 1. Then after, we have to take another code base, whatever as of now we implemented in quarter 1. In quarter 2, same code we have to take in that quarter 2 code, means fresh code. On that, we have to implement or add our features, main features and extra added features there. The features we added, means after third quarter, you want to take a refer of the version 1. At that time, how you will get that version 1? Present you are working on the same project, but you are at quarter 3. Now you need quarter 1 reference. Then at that time, we use these two tools, Git and GitHub. I think you got some clarity about why we are using Git and GitHub. Any doubt up to here? Guys, are you there? Yeah, it will more understandable when we go for the hands-on experience. After this presentation, I will guide you how to create GitHub account, how to download Git in your local, then how to use Git and GitHub efficiently. Okay. Then after GitHub, for GitHub, as I tell na, first you have to create account in GitHub. For that, you have to simply go to GitHub, visit GitHub, then you have to click on sign up. Then after that, after in creating on GitHub account, you have to install Git in your PC. For that, where you have to go, git scm.cm. This is open source only. Okay, it is free, not a cost, free source only. After installing in your laptop, you have to give the configuration. Like these are the commands you have to give. Git config means you are configuring your Git in your local by your name and email. Okay, up to now clear how to set up Git and GitHub? Yeah. Then after, these are the GitHub workflow. GitHub is nothing but one server. like database we are using na, like AWS, Amazon Web Server. In that way, GitHub also like free version, free source, where multiple people, for suppose if you are practicing on daily codes, you want to store, for suppose if you are daily practicing your codes, for suppose let it be 500 files you created in your local, what happens, your secondary memory will last na. To avoid this, for suppose after that you have to change your laptop, then what we have to do, and at that time you have to take care about all the files in your Gmail or in your pen drive. To avoid this, simply you can store whatever the programs you practice in daily life, you have to store in the GitHub. Then after, what happens, if you take a new device, simply you have to clone whatever the programs you did in your previous laptop, then it will come to a new PC. Okay, this is like server. There you can store whatever the code implementations you did, that can be stored in GitHub. Okay, there are mainly types na. Create repository. Create repository means in Windows what we are calling folder. Okay, whatever the folder, for suppose if I want to create one program, what we are doing, simply we are creating one folder. In that folder we are store our programs. Like that, in GitHub we call folder name as a repository. Then after, clone repository. Create means we have to create repository in GitHub. Then after, clone repository means whatever the repository we create in GitHub, that GitHub we have to take into local, that is called clone. Clone the repository means to your local machine, start work on it. Okay, this is like clone. Then after, make changes. Simple one, don't confuse. GitHub is nothing but first we have to create our repository. What we discussed na, first company people will create one GitHub repository for one project. For suppose as we discussed, calculator project. For that project, team 1, team 2, both teams clone whatever the repository created, calculator project. Team 1 and team 2 both are accessed by using this git clone, cloning the repository. They will give the permission in that repository, whoever clone this repository. If you make it as public, it can access by everyone. For suppose if you make it as private, whatever the mail you given to that repository, those people only can clone the repository. Okay, that is also we can see in our hands-on experience. Then after, make changes. After cloning the project, we have to work on the project. That is called make changes. Up to now clear? What are the concepts we did in GitHub? Any doubt? Yeah. Yeah. Then after, Git. That is GitHub. Now we are using Git. Git is nothing but whatever the changes you did, whatever the status, what it is, like these are the commands. I think you all know command line CLI interface, Linux and Ubuntu. I think you people have worked on that. Okay, they're like simple. Git also, by using Git, simply we are given the commands. For suppose if you want to initialize the Git, then simply we are given this command git init. Git add means whatever the files you created in your local, if you want to add that files into your repository, then we have to give this git add command. Git commit means for suppose Divya worked on the addition function. Whenever it's completed, simply she will give one commit. Commit nothing but one message. Yeah, from my side, addition modification, addition program development completed. But suppose after reviewing your mentor, they will give some suggestions. Okay, you have to optimize your code by the variable names or by the coding wise, statement wise. At that time, you have to again clone, and again you have to work on the same file. Then again you have to. Yeah, these are the git commands we have to give, as we discussed now. For suppose after completion of your work, your mentor give one suggestions like you have to optimize your code or you want to change any changes, then again you have to clone the code into your local, then again you have to add, then after you have to give the commit nothing but whatever the modifications you did, you have to give in that commit. We'll see how to give the commit. Then after git status. Okay, just observe this. Whenever you are doing, na, then only you got the clarity. What are these commands? Sorry, guys. Yeah, these are the git commands. Then after, uh, these are the real time. For suppose you want to create another branch. For suppose you are clone your code, but you have to not on the main code. If you work on main code, it will affect to the other people also. That's why to avoid this, whatever the main code is there, na, for that we have created our own branch. In that branch, we are modifying our whatever the work we did. Then after we are asking our mentor, once check these modifications. If it is okay, you can add to the main branch. Okay, this is like branching, merging, and workflow. We will see. Just observe the terminology. What is branching, merging? We will see all the concepts. Then after this is workflow. First, we have to create our branch. As I said, na, branching. Branching means after clone, you have to create one branch. In that branch, you have to make whatever the change you want to change. Then after give the commit. After that, you have to push to the remote. Then after pushing, we have to raise pull request. Pull request means uh, before modifying the changes, we are for suppose it is added to the modifications, latest modifications. It may affect to the other people also. That's why the people what will do, they will create one pull request for the team lead or whoever the senior people is there. They will give the permission, like they will check your code and implementation. If they are okay, they will merge to your branch to the main branch. After pull request, if he is okay, then automatically it will merge to our main branch. Okay, then after these are like this git and github, we have gitlab and bitbucket also. As we say discuss na, github is like one free source, same like that gitlab, bitbucket, these both all are same, but tool to tool some additional advantages and features may added, that's it. But all the work are same only. Create repository, clone the repository, same thing. Merge and branching, all the things same in all github, gitlab and bitbuckets. Then after, these are the main mistakes in real time we are doing. As of now, this is your practicing, na? This is your first session means uh, don't think about what are the mistakes. First, you have to practice how to create GitHub account and how to create download Git, how to use this Git. After that, anyway, I will share this document in our website. After that, if you are familiar with the using of Git and GitHub, then we can see what are the mistakes we are doing in real time. Okay, this is like simple presentation on Git and GitHub. Okay, as of now, at least 1% of the concept you got while we are using these two tools, Git and GitHub.